You are now listening to the Lockdown Society Media Hour on Vibe AZ 24/7, Arizona's #1 black radio station. And I'm your host of the Lockdown Society Media Hour, 087638 OG Moppy Mopp, Remopolis Pleasant, CEO of Lockdown Society Media, with the voices from the pen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so today I'm moving around remotely. I'm moving around the community. The phone calls can still come, but today I am moving around. And happily so. So my little homie, Bubba, had a dream. Let me tell you. He had a dream. We was in the penitentiary, I'm his big homie, and we all talking about these things that we were gonna do. And Bubba's big thing, and he was stuck on it, he was going to have a barbershop inside of his restaurant. Or a restaurant inside his barbershop, one way or another. And I remember laughing and saying, no, you ain't gonna be able to do that because of health violations and this, that, and the other. But he was very persistent, and I thought it was funny. And of course, he did not put a restaurant inside of a barbershop or vice versa. However, I'm standing in his barbershop right now, and I got into his barbershop right now after walking out the door next door, which is his restaurant. So although the homie didn't get his barbershop inside the restaurant or restaurant inside the barbershop, he got both of them right next to each other in a nice little complex on 27th Avenue in Indian School. So of course, Lockdown Society Media, especially, that's my homie. You know, if the OG can't come through and promote you, then who will? I want you to know right now, it's a Cajun restaurant. I just got the 6 pieces of Cajun chicken and 2 pieces of fish, Cajun fried. I'm telling you, it's most magnificent. I also got the red beans and rice and a side of macaroni and cheese. And this ain't the first time. I knew what to get. I've been here several times, and this was on the agenda tonight. Another thing I planned to do just by being here, I was going to interview the brother. I was going to, impromptu, just come on, man, let's do your interview and let's market your business. And he's cooking so many plates right now, he don't have time. However, as I'm walking up, of course, I see more people from the community, more young people I know, and I just walked up on a young man that I've been knowing several years, and I'm gonna talk to him. How you doing, homie? Tell the people who you are, and why is it so long since I've seen you?
You already know. OG, Moppy Mopp, you already know what it is. This is Pooh Dad, you know what I'm saying, from the dub. It is what it is. Yeah, fresh out, all that, you know what I mean? I'm over here at the Cajun seafood spot with my bro Bubba, you know what I mean, promoting this stuff. You know, we got good food over here, you know what I mean? We out here, real niggas just trying to, survive, whatnot, you know what I mean? Promote good business, good food, all that, you know what I mean? Real cats just trying to survive, that's it.
I'm knowing, and I'm glad to see you. I saw you last time I came by and got some food. And I think the time before, I saw you before that, maybe you was in the neighborhood. And then the time before that was in the penitentiary. Mm-hmm. I remember when you came in as a young man.
Yes, sir.
How long you been out now?
Right now, I've been out since May 1st. And I've been locked up since 2016. I get out May 1st. And I'm just trying to survive, enjoy some life, make it right, and not go back at any cost.
At any cost. Now, how long have you done all together, or did you just do the one time?
Well, if you want to calculate it, I first went down in 99. They gave me 8 years. I got out 2008. I went back 2009, got out 2011. Went back in 2011, got out 2014. I stayed out until 2016. Went back and just got out right now, May 1st, 2025. So I done a lot of time, and it's like, for what? I realize as a man now that was for all nothing. I just wasted away a lot of my time. And now I'm trying to prosper as a man and do better and live a life out here freely, you know.
And you're doing that, homie. You're doing that. I mean, I know you. We've seen each other when we've been at our ultimate worst, and we've seen each other as we're striving for our best. And a lot of that has to do with environment. Not necessarily, you know, our neighborhood is going to be what it is, but it's who you have in one's company. And the last few times I've seen you in good company. You up here with the brother, y'all talking business, doing business, cooking, eating. I love it. Now, you say you went down, your first time in prison was when, 2008?
No, my first time going to prison was 99. I went to prison in 2000. I was 17, and they gave me 8 years for armed robbery.
And that's when you came to the, didn't you come to the yard right where I was at? Yuma?
No, when I was with you, that had to be like, because I went in 99, and I did all my time in Yuma. I got out 2006, went right back, got out 2008. So I think when I seen you, it was either 8 or after that or 11.
8 or 11?
Yes.
Now I know in 8 in Barchi, where was it that I put y'all on the task of getting your GED?
That was in Yuma, bro, in Dakota.
Okay.
We was in Dakota.
Tell the people how that went.
This is how it went. When I first hit the yard, you know, my brother Moppy Mopp got at me like, yeah, you know, young brother, you know, get your money, you know, do your thing, get your GED. You know what I'm saying? You get your GED, man. Education is going to help you for the long haul. Get that, you know, I got something for you. That was a motivation for me as I went there at the age of 18 to get my education. Don't get me wrong, like, yeah, that's something that you're supposed to want to do, but that was more incentive for me to do it. My brother, Moppy Mopp, was like, yeah, you get that, I give you some bread. And I did that. I got my GED, gave me some bread so I could get me a TV. Something that you need in prison.
That's right.
You know, which I respect and I salute as a real guy, you know what I mean, as a brother, as somebody that want to see somebody prosper and do better, you know? So I took that and I did that, and that helped me through my time. This is my OG. I mess with him, you know what I'm saying?
Brother,
he's a good guy, you know what I mean?
I love you, homie. I love you then. And just watching the stream of youngsters come in, I'm 5'7", 10 years older than you. And there was some things going on, man. They brought you to level 4.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It was the main line, man. There was activities going on there.
Fresh 18.
Fresh 8. Matter of fact, I had a pretty famous fight around that time.
I was with you. Exactly. I'm out there from a G homie, my G homie, for in this environment and what goes on in this environment. My G homie was like, went over there and handled something that was supposed to be handled. And I was out there. That was my introduction to the penitentiary in a certain way.
That's right.
And he showed me like, no fear, let's go. And that's what I led by. No fear, let's go. You know what I mean?
I made mama a promise when I went in that I'm coming home. I ain't gonna die here. I made daddy a promise that I'll be a virgin when I get out. Ain't gonna be nobody wife, ain't nobody be no girlfriend, ain't washing no drawers or socks or none of that. And you have to turn on a certain level of understanding for people. And it's shameful to think, because every day in my life right now, I try to do the exact opposite of that. In prison, up is down, down is up. Right is wrong and wrong is right. Out here, if you see an accident or somebody bleeding or side of the road, if you leave that accident, that's a crime. They can put you in jail for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In prison, if you see somebody bleeding out under the stair, you better not call the police. And if you do, you're the next person bleeding under the stair.
What?
So you get into a mindset of learning to operate things the wrong way. If there's any type of hint of something, handle it and mash it out. as I think about some of those examples, I'm most pleased with the one about, giving you guys, you know what I'm saying, the bread to get your GED. For you, it was a little bit more than the average. They was getting 50 for the mandatory and 100 for the GED. But TV was a little bit more than that. My homie had to have one. Couldn't have him sitting in that cell all them days looking at that wall and that little fool up in there that you wanted to beat up all the time.
Fresh 8 years on the 4-yard, locked down.
Locked down.
Come on.
Locked down. Lockdown Society Media. We the voices from the pen. And we out here. I am at Lockdown Society Media, 2 North Central Avenue, Suite 1800, Phoenix, Arizona 85004. If you have a relative in the penitentiary that needs to be heard, wants to be heard, have something worthy of saying to be heard, have a case that needs a little bit more scrutiny, have them contact me at 602-904-9781. That's 602-904-9781. I have them call me directly. If they can get to me directly, I accept all phone calls. I know how it is to call and nobody answer. But barely, because my mama always answers the phone. And anyway, again, Lockdown Society Media. To the homie, I appreciate you, bro. And it's good to see you, and it's good to eat with you, and it's good to be on this side of the free world with you.
For sure.
You did?
For sure. You already know, OG, I love you. Do your thing, man. We out here.
We out here,
trying
bro.
to prosper. That's it.
For sure.
Positive motivation. That's it.
That's it.
That's it, man.
That's all we got time for. And they got all our time for everything else. Peace.